Hey, everybody. Welcome. Here in Portland, Oregon, it is Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. So Ian's out making dinner for the kids, and I'm taking it in here, doing one of my favorite things, which is talk about the beautiful mix that is spirituality and business. I've told you guys I've been in business for over 15 years. I've ran a digital marketing company to help at what was at that time coaches build and monetize their online businesses, which means I know how to create courses and host membership sites and help people build retreats and events and situations where they can coach one-on-one people or they can coach one-to-many people. And that is what I have done for the past 15 years with digital marketing, which looks like growing an email list and doing social media content. And my business was going pretty good. Okay? Like it was going pretty good by anyone's standards. Hey everybody, if you're here, say hello. I was just kind of explaining my history. Hi. Please say hello. Please tell me if you can hear me. It's Sunday night. I'm so glad you guys are here. So spirituality came and kicked my butt about 2 years ago. And when I started adding spirituality to business, I figured out this really cool thing that was happening. And it looked like this. Obstacle. You guys have been through it with me this week. Hey, Mike. I'm so glad you're here. Hopefully it's my good Mike, my team. I don't make them come on Sunday nights, obviously. I don't really make them do anything, but I like them to relax. So I'm on my own. I'm so glad you guys are here. Hey, beloved. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. So spirituality came and kicked my butt 2 years ago. I've been sharing that a lot in this group. And I had about 5 waves of spiritual awakening when it came to my business. Hey, I'm so glad you're here, Gotham. I'm so glad you're here. Claire, it's 2 a.m. and something woke me up just to be here. Claire, I'm so glad you're here. Wow. I'm so glad you're here. So there's 10 people on. Thanks, guys, for spending your Sunday evening. I will not go past 7 tonight because I just want to honor everyone's weekend. But I really like this session because I can really just talk about anything spirituality-wise, because I know you guys are here to build your business. And I honestly believe that a business is the thing that will heal the new earth and how we can get our value out there. I think the new value, instead of it being, stuff and gadgets and those kind of things, that the materialism that has really caught the world up right now, that's kind of falling apart with taxes and the wealthy taking all of the money and global warming, people not caring about global warming and all these things. All they care about is, like, it seems as if materialism is really taking over the earth, And I personally believe that we're up leveling to a new consciousness. And those light workers, so mental, from everywhere from mental health therapists, clear up through, energy readers and tarot card readers and spiritual coaches. They're going to be needed to help people know where to find happiness, right? Which is my belief, my personal belief is, and everyone that I've talked to on connection calls, is it's all about self, what's inside. Because we can all find happiness and peace. And guess what? You can also find your business and magic and abundance all inside. And I feel like there's threads amongst everybody that I talk to on connection calls, and this thread of wanting to help people and find happiness, relief from their pain, a direction, help, right? And that's what we do. Hi, hello. Yay, I can be live. It's 1 p.m. Monday for me. Who are you? I see it says Facebook user. If you don't put, there's a little permissions thing that you'll want to grant so I can see your name, or you can just type it in, because I would love to call you by name and say hello. My tea is still very hot, so I'm so glad you're here. So as I was going through my spiritual awakening and applying it to business, because I've always been so passionate about my business, and my business has always been myself, right? You're marketing as yourself, and you put courses out there and programs out there and ways to help the world out there, and it is a lot like you're putting yourself out there. So when people don't take you up on it, or when nobody seemingly wants your help, it can really hurt to the core. At least it did for me. You don't want my package. Well, you don't like me. That's how it felt. Hi, Lydia. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. So, it can be hard running a personality business, but the deal is, guys, is that you trust me. You can have the business of your dreams, whatever that looks like to you. If that is walking through the forest, making content, and spending time with your kids and coaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays, a perfect group of people that actually really need your help and your guidance, and you're charging money and you're confident in what you do, we can do this. You guys can do this. Everyone I talk to, here's the beautiful part about you guys. You have so much content and information to give. You're so inspired by the information. Where I come to shine is I know how to put that information out there and to get people to understand that they need to come to you for programs and packages so that we can be clear about what we offer people. And when people come to get our help in our spiritual businesses, in our businesses to help people, we can set up programs that not only make us abundant, yeah, money, guys, but it also helps more people and helps them more effectively. Go and watch Day 5's training for information about signature programs. It's for all of you, and it will make your life so much easier and so much better and so much understandable for the people that you help and yourself. So go and watch that. So as I was going through my spiritual awakening and applying it to business, 5 core things came to mind. And we're going to go over them, and I'll tell you how they kind of showed up in my spiritual awakening and how I applied them to business. And it all has to do with this awesome and amazing equation that I taught you guys this week, which is obstacle, breakthrough, magic. So I just want to explain that really quick for those that missed, okay? So when you have an obstacle, life is all about obstacles, right? Business is all about obstacles. I got to do a webinar. No one signed up. Oh my gosh, that's an obstacle. Oh my gosh, I have money mindset issues. Oh my gosh, how do I sell? Oh my gosh, this person wants to talk to me. Oh my gosh, I have to take this course. Like, business is constantly throwing at you all the time. Obstacle, obstacle, obstacle. And when I used to run my business, my first business, or when I was running this business for 10 plus years, okay, obstacle, 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 and I'd have a breakthrough, okay, and it'd be like, oh, I need to charge more. Oh, I need to show up like this on webinars. Oh, I need to find self-confidence. Oh, whatever business coach XYZ taught me, right? Breakthrough. And then I would automatically brace for the next obstacle. Brace, obstacle, I'm bracing. And we always forget the magic part. Now, the magic can slip you by. It can pass you by if you're not ready for it, if you're not waiting for it. And this is called the art of receiving, okay? Sharon Wax in my Content That Converts program showed me this, the importance of this. There is magic everywhere, okay? There was an angel in the Facebook group. I have synchronicities happening every single day. There's more to the world than meets the eye. 2 years ago, when I had my spiritual awakening, I woke up to there is more to the world. There's energy levels, right? There's someone behind your eyes when you meditate. There is a consciousness, and there's something there. There is a soul. There's a reason why we're here, and we can utilize the universal force and the universal laws and applying these things to business to grow our businesses and to help people. You guys all have it in you. I've talked to all of you. You are all on your way to helping so many people. You just need a few little constructs around show up like this on content. You don't have to dedicate your whole life, but you do have to show up as your authentic self on content. Make it clear how you help people, bring people in, and you guys can have an abundant business. I know who I've attracted here. I've talked to you. You all have it in you. And I'm so excited for all the people who have joined me, who have signed up for connection calls, who have filled out the compass. So go in the Facebook group. If you don't know what the compass is, this is a tool I put down that we created for a massive breakthrough. And that is the number one step into figuring out if you can come and work with us. Okay. Let's have a conversation. What it looks like is you do the compass, and then we set up a connection call. And if the Content That Converts coaching program is for you, fantastic. We can We can get together and in 12 weeks, I can show you how to get your soul business out there on Instagram and get customers and understand like the tech stuff is not even that hard. Okay. If the tech stuff is pushing at you, don't worry about it. I got you covered. But that would be the next step. The Content That Converts program is how to show up authentically online, create packages so that people will buy from you. This is for everybody who is just starting for one-on-one programs or people who have a following on social media and are doing one-on-ones, but you want to learn how to leverage your time, a one-to-many model. That's what we're covering in Content That Converts. It's less than $5,000. For somebody who has the kind of track record that I do and the kind of experience that I do and how I know I can help you through this problem, okay, this problem breakthrough magic cycle that I keep talking about, come in with the right mindset and I can help you build this business. So step 1 is complete the compass. You'll find a breakthrough in there. The next step is to take the connection call. Some of you filled out the compass and I'm reaching out to you and I'm like, please, let's connect. I encourage you to connect, okay? Do the connection call with me. Let's chat. I don't bite. There's aha moments on that call. You were meant to be, right? We're here together for a reason. I can't tell you how many times people in my email were like, Lindsay, oh my gosh, I don't know how this email got in my inbox. I don't remember clicking on anything, but here we are. And we're off to make some really amazing things happen. So let me go over these 5 areas. I encourage you to go and fill out the compass and go watch the replays before I take them down on Tuesday. Okay? All right. Let's do this. Who else is here? Can you say hello? I'm so glad you guys are here. So, the 5 pillars that I found and applied to my business after I had my spiritual awakening are these, and these are in order. Okay? Self. You ought to apply yourself. Hey, how's it going? Who said this? I want to know who you are. Can you give me your name? Sometimes Facebook will hide your identity. Okay? Will hide your identity. Okay. So, self, vision. You have to have a vision, and we're going to talk about that. Hey, Susan, thank you. I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Have you been able to watch the replays or have you been able to watch the live sessions? So it goes self, vision, mindset, business, and customers. Okay. So first I want to talk about self. So I've shared with you that I was born and raised Mormon, right? LDS. I didn't know they can hide our identity. Well, they don't want to show, like, it's StreamYard. It's like through the software. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, Susan. It's kind of weird. So I was born and raised Mormon. And I've shared this a couple times. If you guys want to know more about me, go out to my YouTube channel, lindsay.tube, and check out the video entitled My Spiritual Awakening. If you haven't done that and you want to know more about like what it felt like for me when I went through it, then please, I invite you to go and watch that video. So I was born and raised LDS. And this really, my spiritual awakening honestly started with emotions. I was very like flat on emotions. I didn't want to get too happy because that would make the sadder times even more sad, right? And so I always tried to keep a very equilibrium. And so this happened because of childhood stories that were told to me, media, like whatever else, right? Definitely community and just kind of the way that's just kind of when you're a devout Mormon, that's just the way things are. They actually even have a song about it in the Book of Mormon musical. Did anybody see the Book of Mormon musical? And so the pandemic hit and I was overwhelmed, right? I was very involved in Trump politics and very freaking out by the whole thing. And just when the pandemic came, I was very much like, okay, nobody's in control here. Like, no one's going to come and save us. No one's in control. I felt very out of control when all this time I was like, yeah, the government will take care of us, or we're in the best, whatever, country in the world, or whatever, Like that was just my perception at the time. Forgive me. And so I started playing with my feelings and I read a very powerful book called Emotional Intelligence 2.0. I watched day 1 and day 2. Love the obstacle breakthrough magic. I'm so glad that resonates with you. It so works. It totally works. So I read this book and I walked around the house. I printed off 50 emotions from the internet. What are different emotions? Oh, you can be angry and you can be this and you can be this. And so I started hosting with my kids. I got 3 kids, 10, 11, and 5. We would have emotional wellness Sundays because I was learning as a 40-year-old woman so much about emotions. And as I have experienced this work and had 5 guides of my very own, I've really understood that emotions are everything. And so the fact that they were blocked off for so long, I was blocking myself off from intuition and the power of what emotions can bring for business and life. So all emotional intelligence book was like be just like knowing how to be aware of one's emotions, and I literally wasn't, and it was powerful. And so I'd go with my 3 kids, and on Emotional Wellness Sunday, I would be like, okay, here's the list of all the emotions. Everybody pick 2 emotions. And they would pick 2 that they were feeling right then because I understood now, oh, complex emotions. And you can feel 2 things at once. And so Emotional Wellness Sundays that I would hold with my kids, reading them one little teeny tiny excerpt of this book and then asking them to feel their feelings was actually a real exercise for me as a 40-year-old woman to feel into feelings. Do you guys resonate with this about feelings? And hello to anybody who's watching a replay. I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know that you're here too. I'm going to take a drink. I'm just so glad you guys are here. So, as I started, and it was that simple, I just would like walk around all day being like, what are the feelings I'm feeling? That can get you in touch with some really interesting things in your life. Thank you, beloved. Yeah, it really was because I had wished that I would have known. Yes, I wish I would have known. And at 40, it was so important to me. And so at that point, I really started getting in touch with my sexuality. So as a Mormon, like sexuality was definitely only for like pretty much, okay, procreation, and like you marry one person and like you do it for the kids and that's it. And so that had a lot I had a lot in my head about it, you know, like about sexuality. And bless my husband. Oh, so much fun, Claire. As a Cancer sign, I feel all the feelings all the time. It's so much fun. I'm a Virgo. I was able to bury them, but it was definitely taking a toll. You know, when speaking of self, honestly, those branding photos that I shared with you guys, I think on day 1, to me, yeah, I started taking care of my body more. I lost some weight. I ate better food and I felt better. This is all about self because I was getting in touch with my sexuality and my emotions. And so it was way easier to take care of self because I understood then the separation between self, soul, and body. This vehicle is just a body. That's how I feel about it. It's a vehicle and we can do what we want with it. So it was actually a really spiritual experience to lose. I think I lost 35 pounds, not from even my heaviest, but at that time I lost 35 pounds. I grew my hair out. I took some makeup tutorials. Like I really was like, oh, this is my vessel. I can do what I want with it. Can someone do a sound check? Make sure that you can hear me because this person cannot. And I just want to make sure that you can hear me. So sexuality and like starting to ask myself questions about, well, why don't like what's going, like why don't what do you want out of that? I'll leave it at that. One day I'll host a Zoom room, and we'll talk about sexuality because it was huge for me. Talk to me, you guys. You guys are wise. Okay. This is how I view this group. Like I just had the spiritual. Okay. I'm so glad. Thank you, Claire. Thank you so much. Sorry, I don't know why you can't hear. Try again. I'm sorry. So, and when we talk about divine, Virgo ruled by Mercury, disempowered Virgo can definitely be in the head, not the heart. Hear you, great. Thank you, beloved. That makes so much sense. So this is the great thing. I just had my spiritual awakening 2 years ago. I'm hungry for this information, but I do know how to build a business and I understand the power of connecting spirituality and business. It is everything. And it is the key to whatever you guys want. Okay. I don't care what your gift is. My gift is, this is my point. My gift is setting up a Zoom room for breakthrough and some digital marketing skills to market your soul business, to more than marketing skills, but business building skills to help you guys build your soul businesses. But you guys have like awesome skills, like, and this is what I feel like my job is, because I surround myself with wise women and men who are have been in this spiritual realm for so long, and I'm like, there's angels and there's what, and I'm a Virgo who and what, and tell me what it means, and I'm an open book and I'm a sponge. But my job is to boost you guys up, right? I have so many people here. I have not so many. I got 3 people here who on a connection call said that they are channelers, and they brought up Abraham Hicks, who is a I listen to Abraham Hicks all the time. Do I have any Abraham Hicks fans in the house? Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. And like their dream is, and I don't blame them, is to be affecting as many lives as Abraham Hicks. And you guys can. I see the path. Guys, you can do this. People are hungry for it. So I bring that up because like the channeling thing is, it feels so awesome to me. Like, wow, wow, that's your gift. Amazing. I can boost you up and prop you up. So that's the beautiful part is, I'll be honest, I get on a connection call with people who have been in spirituality for 40 years. They know what is available. Yeah, they get stuck in their own stories and they need help and they're stuck with the business thing, but my eyes are clear around that. I can help you guys do this. That's the point. Like, my skill set may not be 40 years of spirituality, but it is. I understand it and I'm open and I can make a container for breakthrough, and I also freaking know how to market you and build your business so you can help more people, so you can live the life of whatever it is that you dream in, so you can start making a difference. Abraham Hicks is awesome. Mike said, "You look amazing. One click." I love Mike. I met Mike. I met Mike 10 years ago or something at a digital marketing conference with one of my first business coaches, Jim Palmer. That's the other thing about this group. We're going to have a live event in September. I hope you guys can come. These are friends forever, guys. You like the community that I built here in this workshop. The Content That Converts program is community all day. I missed church when I left. I missed the community that was church when I left Mormonism at 20 something. Okay. At 21. And I liked being and surrounding myself with people who believed the stuff I believed. And we were all in it together and we were fighting the good fight. And we understood that everything was for a reason. I believe that you can make that online. I believe you can have that kind of community and support, and that as people have stopped, going to church more and more, they're going to find their community, and you can find your community online. 100%. We've done it here. Claire says Abraham Hicks is awesome. Mike, really? 20 years, Abraham Hicks. Dang, we never talked about Abraham Hicks at the conferences I would go to with Mike. How cool is that? Yes, and beloved remind me of it. Yes, beloved reminds me of Abraham Hicks too. What is so awesome, Lindsay, is you are telling a new story, and that is how to manifest what you want, which brings me, Mike, to vision. Okay, we talk about self, meditation, appreciating your body, sexuality. I will talk about sexuality was big for me. Big. Many of you have heard that just recently on my YouTube videos, I am like, yeah, I'm going to share like this much cleavage. And it was like the biggest deal for me, because that is me reclaiming, like, this is my vessel and I can do as I wish with it. But that helped me get to know myself. And I believe that to build the soul business of your dreams, you have to know yourself, because we're being led by our higher self here, guys. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. So meditating is how you contact your higher self. That's how I do it. And so when I'm overwhelmed in business, when I don't know what to do, when I don't know where I'm going, when I'm overwhelmed and I have that anxious feeling right here, okay, I'm feeling anxious. This is where I feel it in my chest. It's it. That was another groundbreaker for me is when you feel feelings, what physical body sensation do you feel? Because that will help you know. Like that will help you be more in your body than in your head. And so making that connection, the mind body connection and what that meant changed everything for me in my body. All right. So next is vision. So as Mike said in his awesome comment, he said, "What is so awesome, Lindsay, is you are telling a new story and this is how to manifest what you want." So vision. I used to be like, "Okay, I'm not going to plan too much about my business or where I'm going because I'm just trying to keep my head above water and get through the next challenge and get through the next payday and just get through it." And you will, the thing with vision and manifesting and knowing an intent. I prefer the word intent. And you can't have intent unless you have the place you are going. And here's the thing. I used to hedge my bets on where I was going. My vision was, well, I think I could probably do that. But what I've learned is like, if I want to be a TEDx speaker and I want to write 2 more best-selling books and I want a sold-out coaching program and I want my event to be completely sold out, okay? I set that intent because that's how I want to affect people. That's how I want to show up. I set that intent very clearly. I'm not afraid to write it down all the time, okay? I write it down morning and night. It takes less than 5 minutes. Every single day I take 5 minutes. I set the intent on where I'm going. And here's the important part. Here's the important part that I learned is then every action has to be what would that person do? The person you want to be. That's how you start showing up every single day. When I say take yourself seriously as a professional, people aren't going to tell you, you're a professional, you have gifts, you're awesome, you can change the world, right? People forget. They'll tell you once or they'll assume you know, especially when it comes to spiritual gifts. People think you just like know, but we don't know what you can offer. Okay. You don't know how we've impacted you until we start opening up and we start sharing these stories with the people who help us. And you guys start sharing about the people that you've helped. So many people are like, I'll eventually, have you guys ever felt like this? I'll eventually be found out because I'm awesome. I'm changing lives. But it's just like you change life here and then you do a cool Reiki session there and then something here. And like no one ever comes knocking at your door because this is my skill is to help you take your gift and to let people know what you can do to help them. Whether you're awesome at helping people with trauma or their skin, being comfortable in their own skin or mental health or burnout, like you guys all, it's all based on your trauma and how you've come through it and found strength. And I guarantee you there is a huge, huge, huge well of people looking for you, waiting for you, needing you. You have to set the vision and then you have to wake up and be the person stepping into that vision. That's going to make manifesting work way quicker than anything else. So this is what it looks like, practically speaking. Okay. Practically speaking, I've told you guys about the $40,000 sales consultant I hired. When I get on sales calls, I am scared. Okay. It brings back some, like it is not, it brings up a lot of emotion for me. Sales calls, I'm terrified. Okay. I know how to do sales calls and I can do it, but it is something I want to learn how to love because it's so important to connect with people. And I want to learn how to love it. And I am. And you guys, guess what? Stick with me. I'll help you learn to love to sell. But this is what it looks like to step into the person you want to be. I knew I had dealt with this sales issue for so long, okay? And the perfect synchronicity of events delivered the perfect consultant to me, okay? You know, synchronicity. This happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. And if that wouldn't have happened, I never would have been shown this guy's message on this day, the day that I was open, in order for me to do this. Like all the stars aligned, and I knew I had to do it. And I was staring at my obstacle. And he says $40,000. And I'm like, whoa, that is a lot. Okay. That is a lot. But guess what? Because I know that obstacle breakthrough magic works. It works every single time in business that I knew, well, if I'm going to pay $40,000, the magic on this is going to be outrageous. It's going to be awesome. And so I said, Lindsay, what does the Lindsay of the future, the Lindsay that you want to be, the Lindsay you write down every day, what does that Lindsay say to this guy? Not the Lindsay of today. The Lindsay of today that's like, whoa, that is so much money. Wow. For a once a week call. That's it. What? I said yes, because if you step into that vision, if you trust that the magic's on the other side, you guys will do it all. And I did it, and there's magic. Okay? I'm making connections. These aren't even sales calls. They are truly connection calls with amazing women that I've gotten to know, and we've laughed and we've connected, and it hasn't even felt like that because that's not what it is. But I let money and weird stories from my past direct that for way too long. So my recommendation is believe me about obstacle breakthrough magic. Know that there is no breakthrough without pain and without like struggle and without like hard. It has to be hard. And the harder it is, like not hard, but challenging. You guys are up for a challenge, then you can have breakthrough, and then you can really have magic, which is just today. Okay. I have a customer, Theta Healing. One of an amazing energy healing modality. Do you know that Theta Healing? They've been my customers for 10 years. Brandy, Diana's daughter, reached out. Lindsay, want to come visit us in Montana? My life with 3 kids and a business and a bunch of real estate. Okay. Hey, want to come in 2 weeks? Yeah, sounds great. Today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a couple weeks from now, I'm going to be heading to beautiful Montana to hang out with Theta Healing. And I'll be doing content and I'll be teaching my class. And it's going to be awesome. And you guys can do that too. You can do whatever you want. You can travel. You can stay at home. You can be with your babies. Whatever it is, I can help you build it. Because you guys are doing the hard part, which is showing up with content and showing up as inspired, amazing people. Hey, see you later, Mike. All right, next up. So we had self. You got to get to know yourself and body, okay? Take care. Like, you want to feel good to deliver. So sleep, water, eating, exercise, those kind of things. Vision. If you don't plot a vision and you don't wake up every morning with intent, you'll get somewhere, but not that fast. And when we talk about like Sawyer, I brought Sawyer up a lot. I live in Montana to go to Amazing High today. Oh, awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to come. So vision. One more thing about vision. I know, here's the thing. We talk about Sawyer, my son, and I say it's Christmas at least twice a week to this kid. He wears a Christmas sweater because he's always playing and everyone's always beautiful. And the stories about money and responsibility and all the shoulds and what you need to be doing right now has not set in for my 5-year-old. Okay. Everything is just awesome. And you know what he spends the whole day doing, guys? The whole day he spends creating. Coloring and art projects, and here's my art wall and all the things. Okay, every piece of art I've now hung up on his wall. You go into Sawyer's room and it's covered head to toe with things he's colored. It's not pretty, but it's awesome because it's his art wall. Creation. I believe and I feel it, right? That we're just here to create, and creating a business is really cool because you're changing lives. You can actually see it. You can see how many lives you're changing when it's through the vehicle of a business. And it's so satisfying because we're all creators inside. We all want to create. Co-creating a business with the universe. Yeah, it's awesome. And you guys can do it. Go watch the workshop. Join me in Content That Converts. Let's go co-create together. All right. Next up is mindset. We've talked a lot about that this week. Go catch the replays. Your mindset is everything. What's helped me with mindset is understanding these stories from our youth, understanding that everything we do is propelled by a story and questioning those stories. So that's number one. Literally, why am I doing this? Mind, body, connecting with your mind and body to understand why you're doing certain things and try to talk yourself out of them or question them. That's step one, is just question them. you know? And mindset has to do with, for me, meditation, right? Taking time just to be still and silent and listen. Every time I take time to be still and silent and listen, and I try to allow my brain and all of the stories to power down, then I can hear. Then I can hear my intuition, which is really awesome. So mindset is everything. Knowing you can do it. I am statements. Like a lot of this workshop was mindset, because that's your secret weapon. You go in with I'm throwing this in the vortex and I understand obstacle breakthrough magic. You guys can have anything. I just have to remind you consistently, because our stories get in the way, that this is how it can be. You guys can do this. Right? Our stories get in our way. That's why, yeah, Lindsay, you make it seem so easy, but there's this problem. Our stories get in the way. That's why you're going to leave this workshop, and hopefully you'll join me in my coaching program, so we can remind ourselves and renew every Tuesday and Thursday to remember, oh yeah, I'm going through an obstacle. Oh yeah, breakthrough magic. I have more oomph to give this obstacle now. I have more to give because I'm in a group and I can give more, and I understand there's magic, and we'll all appreciate the magic together. We open our Thursday sessions with, does anyone want to celebrate anything? Because it's about magic. Lydia, sorry. Prayer is talking to God, universe. Meditation is listening. I agree. Yes. I love that, Lydia. Yeah. I've said this before, spirituality and religion are like real similar. Religion tried to put it more in a process for people and put, in my opinion, some rules around it, where it really is always what it was. They knew. Religion knows. Okay, next up, business. So this one's fun. The business can be whatever you want. I struggled with this, which is like, well, my business coach said I have to do it this way. Well, this is what a launch looks like. Well, this is the only way I can sell my services. Well, this is it. This is all I've ever seen modeled for me. I guess this is the way that it's done. And I'm here to tell you, I've been in this business for 15 plus years. You can set up these businesses however you want. You can add a dash of Reiki healing, a little tarot cards with spiritual coaching, and you can be having 20 clients, or you can have a one-to-many, or you can just send out emails, or you can have a retreat, or you can sell a course and never show up, or whatever. Okay? The business should be what you want it to be. For way too long, I followed other people's business processes, and I was stuck in a business that didn't match my lifestyle. And so I was not in alignment. But I'm here to tell you, there is enough. I've seen it done in enough ways that whatever you're dreaming of, however you want to set up your business, you only work on Mondays for 3 hours, we could probably make that happen, but you will have to do some content. But that should be easy enough because you're inspired and you're getting a whole bunch of ideas anyway. So that should be pretty easy. So my point about business, the business piece is like, it's creating whatever, be creative. Whatever creatively speaks to you in business, we can make work. We just want you to charge for it and be clear about it. That's what I'll help you do. Okay. And then finally, we've got customers. It's going to be really important that you start understanding the kind of people you want to work with, right? And you can't know the kind of people that you want to work with until you start working with some people. But eventually you're going to get to a place where it's like, yeah, I work with these kind of people with this kind of problem, and they're perfect for my course and my services. And when they come in, I can see them and I know I can help them. And the connection call is perfect because I know I can help them, and it doesn't even feel like selling, and they know I can help them. And so we make a magical connection, and then I bring them into becoming a customer. It's not even a sales process because you're being so clear, and then you're connecting and you're putting your heart and your soul out there, and you love your customers and you want to help them. And that's the customer piece. This was the big thing about customers for me, is that you can be friends with your clients. You can be friends with your clients, and they can help bring value to you and what you do, and they can give you referrals and you can refer them. And it's all about building a community of light. I'll build one. You can join mine, and you should build one too, because you're a light in attracting people. And so we'll help you find your customers. And so it makes for the most perfect business, guys. You got self, you have vision, you have mindset, you have the business itself, and you have customers. And with implementing those 5 things, you really, and it's pleasure, right? It's fun to implement these, and you learn new things, and you cry with people, and you laugh with people, and you connect with people, and you grow, which is really like, if I grow every day, mission accomplished. So that's Align and Attract in a nutshell. Those 5 things. Again, for me, it all started with emotions and sexuality. I don't know if that will help you guys, but for me, when I started getting in touch with those, everything really started opening up for me. And I started really understanding the cycle of obstacle, breakthrough, magic. So thanks for joining me tonight. Tomorrow we'll just be live in the group a bunch. I have a bunch of people who are in the Content That Converts program. They're going to be joining us live. We'll just be live right here in the Facebook group. And then Tuesday we will be doing a ask me anything. You can ask me anything about your coaching business, spirituality, anything at all. Anything at all, and I'll answer it. So I'm an open book. Nothing is off limits. That's on Tuesday. So in the meantime, go watch the replays. We take those down on Tuesday. Go fill out the compass. I would love to set up a connection call with you. Everybody who filled out the compass, I want to talk to you. I feel so connected to this group of people that I want to talk to you. So please fill out the compass and take the next step. If you haven't heard from me in an email, please reach out. I've reached out to everyone personally on email after I read the compass. So check spam, check with me, just DM one on my team, and just get on a call. Okay? And fill out the compass, and let's just have a talk. This is one of those edges. Even if you don't sign up for the program or anything like that, it's scary to talk to me. I'm a stranger. Some of this is real sensitive. It's your soul's calling. I understand that. And when you're on the call, I promise in the first 10 seconds, we'll be laughing and it'll be totally comfortable. But this is one of those obstacles that you'll have a breakthrough on the call and magic. So this is just your invitation for obstacle, breakthrough, magic. Get on the call, fill out the compass. Let's just see where it takes us. Okay? Tuesday, everything comes down and is closed. Thanks for spending your Sunday evening with me. And I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'll see you later. Sending you so much love. Kate, Beloved says, obstacle, breakthrough, magic. Thank you so much. Sending you so much love and abundant angel moon alchemy manifesting blessings here, Catch. Perfect way to end this, Beloved. Thanks. See you guys later. You're welcome, Claire. Thanks for joining me tonight. Anybody else? Say hello on replay. I'm going to go make some dinner now for these little children. Lydia, thank you so much for participating. A true pleasure getting to know you. All right, kids. We'll see you guys a little later. Thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate you guys so much.